I muted myself. Good evening, everyone. It is Stacy Booth, and apparently I don't know how to work this thing. All right, so tonight we are going to be discussing all things 10 rounds. So I wanted to really take the time to make sure that you guys understand how this launch works, and just go through all of the really important dates. So if you don't know what 10 rounds is, it is the brand new program coming out from Joel Jericho. Joel Jericho. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind today. Joel Freeman. It's been a really long day. Let's just say it's the Monday of all Mondays today. So pardon me. It's by Joel Freeman. It is a mix of boxing and lifting, which is really exciting because boxing is all of the rage right now. So it's really cool because all of these are filmed in a different city, which is really kind of fun. So it's going to launch for coaches to get VIP access on March 16th through April 5th. So that's only for coaches that can get signed up for that. So just wanted to let you know that those are the dates for us. Now, I want you to understand that this will come to Beachbody On Demand. So brand new customers that are just getting into it, people who have On Demand but don't want to buy anything else, just make sure that you let them know that this will come to Beachbody On Demand, but it's going to be coming October 1st. So it's not until the very end of the year. So I don't know about you guys, but I get super FOMO. I was like, I'm not going to order this. And now I'm like, I'm totally ordering this. So if you didn't know, the sample is up right now, so you can try it out. There's also 5 videos that go along with it. It talks about the overview of this program. It talks about the nutrition for this program. It talks about the different stances and things for the program as well as the sample. So I highly recommend that you take a few minutes and watch over those. Even if you're not going to do this program, still watch over them just so that you have an understanding of what the program is all about, because there's going to be a lot of people who are really going to want this. And this whole coronavirus thing that's going on, now is a really good time to promote at-home fitness, because everyone and their mother is all worried about doing anything. And if you think about going to the gym right now, how freaking disgusting, because no one is cleaning down the equipment that they're using. No one's cleaning down that treadmill. They're all grabbing onto it with their grubby little hands. So this is a really, really good time to talk about, if you're staying at home, you can still exercise without having to worry about the coronavirus. So just think of that. Okay, so other important dates are March 16th through the 22nd is the VIP launch for the group with Joel. So this is for coaches, and it's going to be a week long, and it's kind of like they did with the last launch, where it's a quick overview of the group. It tells you about the program, that kind of thing. He gives you breakdowns of everything to expect. You can ask him questions, things like that. So that's going to be March 16th through the 22nd. And then April 6th is when customers can get the VIP. So if you have a customer who's wanting this, they can get it on that date, on April 6th. So we have now until the 5th to get early access. So the early access will look like, now until then is going to be 2 workouts. You're going to get the nutrition guide. You're going to get all the other things, but only 2 workouts. And then on the 16th, it will launch the full first week of the program. So you can see what the full program is going to look like that first week. And then on the 20th, they'll release a new week every week on Friday. So every week going forward, we'll release the full week for the 6 weeks. So that way you know how that's going to work. So this challenge pack is normally $180. It's going to have an introduction price at $160. This challenge pack is going to come with the bands, a shaker cup, the calendar, and the Beachbody nutrition. You can get the accessory bundles for, as a coach, $55.39. Customer is $73.85. And then the VIP access, only the digital access, is $46.44 for coaches. So the difference between that is the accessory bundle, you actually get the bands and you get the nutrition guide and you get the calendar. and you get access. But the VIP digital only is just that you're getting the digital access. You're not getting any more than that. So how to go about launching something like this. So the great thing to do is, if you are trying the sample, post a little snippet of the sample. And on Instagram, you can do a thing where it says, you can do the polls, or you can do like yes, no questions. I can't think of which that one's called. But if you click on that and you show that you're doing the sample workout and say, do you love boxing and lifting? Would you like to try this for free? So I always say yes and like, of course, or I'd love more info or something, because I never want it to be a yes, no, because you don't want to have people who are not interested, right? You only want to get people to answer who are interested. So if you're like, okay, Stacy, that's great. I do that, and I have people answer saying they want to get information, or they want to try this free sample. How do I do that? Well, I posted, or I guess Stephanie posted in our team page, the sample that you can send anyone. It's just a link to send them. But what you want to do is when they say yes, you're going to want to contact them and say, hey, thanks for your interest in the lifting boxing program. I would love to give you a free link. Are you trying to start your journey, or are you already on your journey? That's a great question to ask. And then before you give them it, you always ask them for their email address. So if they're on Instagram, you want to ask them for their name and their email address. And the reason why you want to do that is because when you give them the link, you're also going to sign them up for a free Beachbody membership through your share card, okay? So you get their their email, and then what you're going to do is you're actually going to email them from your email the link to the workout. The reason why you want to do this is because, one, it's going to link you and them together so that you're their coach, because you don't want to be giving out free stuff and not have them connected to you, right? You want to be able to get them. So you also want to save this information somewhere else. So yes, you're going to put them into your Beachbody contact list, but you'll want to save it somewhere else. Like I do my reminders. I have information on my reminders. So I'll put their Instagram handle, their email address, and their name there. But that way you can start gaining a list of people who are interested. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. So I have an iPhone. So if you don't have an iPhone, sorry. You'll have to come up with a new list. But what I do is in your reminders, you can add different lists. So I'm going to add a list that's called 10 weeks or 10 rounds. And then anyone who says that they want to try the free sample, I'm going to put their name in that reminders list. I'm also going to add them to my Beachbody contacts as well and send them the free link. But when I put them in my reminders and I send them the free one, now I know to follow up with this person. So I'm going to follow up with this person every couple of days, ask them if they've done the workout and how they liked it. And then just keep following up with them. Hey, did you do it again? Because they can do it as many times as they want. And if they are someone who is interested in joining you, this is a great free option for them, but it's also giving you rapport with them and showing that you are interested. If it's someone who is brand new and is someone who said, yes, they're looking to work on some health and fitness goals, that's when you can say, hey, this is a free sample and it's coming out soon. Would you be interested in hearing about my challenge group that I run? And that's a segue into inviting them to the group. But you're giving them something for free at first. So I highly recommend that you use your stories to invite people. And all you have to do is do a clip of you doing your workout, or you could even do a picture of you after the workout saying like how sweaty you are, and just ask them that question, like, do you love boxing and lifting? Would you like to try a free workout? Like, it's that simple, but you have to make sure that you follow up with those people who said yes, and then put them in the list. Because what you're doing when you create that list is when launch happens, then you can go back on April 6th and say, hey, this program's coming out today. It's on sale. What did you think? Would you like to join me? And these, like, what is it? Almost a month. You have a month. You're taking this whole month to really get to know them. You're giving them a sample that they can do for the next month if they wanted to. You can give them tips. You can show them that you care. And then when that April 6th comes around, you can say, hey, you've been doing this, we've gotten to know each other, would you like to join me? So it's really laying the groundwork for you as far as this new launch goes. Now, I know that I struggle with this, so maybe you struggle with it too, is the idea of having so many new programs coming out. Like, where do I start? So what I done is I actually, right now I'm doing Morning Meltdown, and I'm going to continue to do Morning Meltdown so that I can still connect with people who have just on demand. They don't want to get new programs, and that's okay. But I will be adding in this new program too, so that I can connect with both, so that I can see that. Now, if you can't do 2 workouts, that's okay. You can still start a group for people who are doing that and plug them into like Mind Over Matter group, for example. You don't have to be doing the program. You can be doing a different program, but I highly recommend that you take the time to look at the free samples, at least try it so you know what's out there, because maybe this program's not for you, and that's okay. You can still do these types of activities on your stories with different programs. It doesn't have to be this particular program, but since we're launching and I wanted to talk about that, that's where you can start. But it doesn't necessarily have to be, because there's been lots of launches that I didn't participate in. And I mean, I didn't participate in the way that the program was not something that I would do. Like, for example, size was not something that I could do. Like, it's a super dancey program, not for me. It wasn't into it. But that doesn't mean I don't say, hey, this is a new program that's coming out. If this is something you're interested, let me know. But it's not something that I necessarily drove saying, this is the challenge group that I'm going to be forming it around. You can do just general ones. And I highly recommend you do that anyways, because not every program is going to be for everyone. Like, if you're in Mind Over Matter, you will see that almost everyone is doing something different, because that's the beauty of on demand. We have all these options to help people find what works for them. And that's key. We want to find something that works for them. So that's how I would recommend that you start talking about this new program, because it's really fun and easy to talk about, because boxing is, I don't know, I love boxing, so I'm a little bit prejudiced with that. But have you guys had a chance to try it? Crystal, have you tried it? No? Okay, so it is on Beachbody On Demand right now. Like, if you log in, yesterday I did it when it wasn't up yet, and I used I forget what kind of link it is. It's like some video that that's what I'm sharing with my customers. But that one was not on demand yet, and I tried it. And it's a lot of fun. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I wanted to share about the new program, and I was going to keep this call a little bit short. I get a super sore throat, so it's like kind of torture to talk. But I wanted to open it up for questions that you guys have about this launch or about anything. And I won't keep you guys too long tonight. So anyone have any questions? Hi guys, I see you. I see Mandy, I see Nene, I see Crystal. I don't see Stephanie. She's got no video. She doesn't want to see us. You guys can unmute yourself. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hi, Nene.
I love that, Stephanie.
You had a question about, was it burnout?
Yeah, like it wasn't like coaching burnout. Like, I had a really, really bad emotional day with my oldest yesterday, like so much that I'm just wiped. Like, how do you keep like your energy up? Because people can feed off of that, like even if you don't intend it to. Like, it's like it hit me really pretty hard, and like I was just done for it like all day yesterday, and today I was just mentally not there.
Yeah.
Like, I can't find a PD for mother wipeout.
Yeah. So, I mean, every situation is going to be different. Like, there's times where you're just not going to be happy-go-lucky, and that's okay. Like, obviously do everything that you can with personal development, just taking time away, like going out for a walk or just getting away from things, talking to another mom or one of us, things like that. But really just give yourself grace and say, you know what, I had a crappy day. And especially with mom stuff, like moms can understand that. They can relate to that. So, you know, with coaching, we're not always going to be happy. I mean, I've been doing this for so long that I've gone through deaths. I've gone through really heavy depression, and you just kind of have to, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. Like I was telling you, I think I told you a couple weeks ago, where sometimes when I'm in those modes, I'll post things that I need to hear myself. Like when I'm in a place where I'm like sad or just going through things, I'll find posts that speak to me and I'll share those posts. And I'm not faking it. I'm sharing it because I need to hear that too. So that way I'm still providing a value, because if I need it, someone else probably needs it too. But they don't necessarily know that I'm going through something, because our life doesn't have to be a total fishbowl. There's definitely things where we do not have to share. We don't have to put out there. We don't have to share our every mood. So when we are going through those, finding things that you can share that help you, that probably will help someone else too.
Okay.
So you get through that.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Crystal, how are you surviving with the coronavirus? So she's a nurse. So she's in the thick of it. You're surviving? She's like, I'm surviving. All right. Mandy, do you have any questions?
No, I actually wanted to try 10 rounds yesterday, but I had people come to my house earlier than I expected, so I ran out of time. And I didn't have time to do it this morning, so I am going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm going to like it.
It's freaking fun.
But it's fun. I really like it a lot. I was a little nervous.
Choreography.
So
it's not.
You know me, and I'm not coordinated at all, but like boxing routines, something in my brain clicks and I can
do it.
Nail a boxing routine.
It's not like you have to do anything flamboyant. It's all like complete control.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm the same way. Like certain morning meltdown things I can't do because I'm so ungraceful, but like I was able to do 10 rounds and like had all the grace in the world. So I mean, it's completely different.
Yeah, and he like teaches you the punches. So like every punch has a number. So you sort of remember which punch is the number. There's like five punches.
6.
Or
You're not selling it to me anymore.
Well, he says them as you're doing them, and you will get to the point where you remember them.
You're like, you're gonna have to remember, and you're gonna have to put choreography.
No, it's because
it's gonna be great.
The way that he does it, it flows really well together. So I was a little nervous because I was in this place when Les Mills Combat was around. So we used to be in partnership with Les Mills, and Les Mills Combat was my all-time favorite program of everything. And so when they came out with Core to Force, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. And then I tried it and I hated it.
Yeah.
Because it didn't flow. Like the way they did things, it was like the moves didn't flow together, so I felt just discombobulated. But this one kind of goes back to the combat style where the moves flow, so you feel, even if you're not exactly doing it the way they're doing it, it's still, you're doing it in a way where you're getting a super effective workout, and the moves flow together so well that you don't need to be coordinated or like remember the numbers. It just happens.
Yeah, I did it Friday and I still feel it today. Like my abs have like the good kind of burn going, and so do my shoulders. I haven't got that from any program. So like I'm excited for that, because like normally my abs, and it wasn't like a lot of work. It was just the twisting and the punching really works your abs. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Have
really
you done
good.
bar blend for a workout?
Yeah.
No.
I have.
I can't. I tried. I didn't even like the sample for bar blend, so like I've been having a hard time with back and forth because I want to give it a chance, but I don't have it in me, so not yet.
Bought it and then I didn't do anything with it. I tried like 3 days of it and I was like, I cannot.
So funny. I love it.
Me too.
I'm glad you do.
Love it.
And that's the beauty of this, guys. Like and that's what I really like about the fact that they're doing samples now, because you need to understand that back in the old days when I first joined, you got one program, waited a week for it to come, it came, and you had to like it because now you're stuck with it. Like, you don't get it.
I bought Insanity.
Like, oh, I don't like this.
Bought P90X.
Yeah.
I actually bought Insanity.
I
was going through and I found the DVDs.
I own every DVD. But that's
Yeah.
how it was. So like now we have the opportunity to let our customers try a sample of it to see if they're going to like it or not. So
Yeah.
like that's so amazing. It's such a great tool for us. So what I recommend is the video that we posted in Unstoppable Tribe. You can download that to your computer and then you can upload it to YouTube. If you upload it to YouTube, you can keep it forever. So when they remove it, because you know how sometimes after a couple of weeks or
Yeah.
whatever, they remove the sample, this gives you the opportunity to download it and then you can upload it to YouTube so it's always there. So you have
That's
this
a good idea.
to send this sample to someone.
I didn't know you could even do that. So
Yeah,
thanks for
so-
sharing that.
What I do with customers is when I come across someone who's not ready to commit to something or they financially can't, but they want to do something, I always offer them to do the MyFitnessPal, which is totally free, and say you can log in every day with your food. And then if you give me your email address and your name, I'll send you a free sample workout that you can do as much as you want. So that way, when they say they can't do it, you're still offering something to them and they don't feel like you're just pushing them off and you don't care. Like it's creating a sense of, oh, I said no to her, but she's still giving me something. So that gives them that sense of value to you. And then you can just plug them into following up with them every couple of weeks or every couple of months and just say, hey, I have a new challenge starting. I know that you were, doing your own thing, but would now be a better time. You have that way of like progressing with them. And some of them will never do anything. And some of them will be like, okay, I've done this enough on my own. I'm ready for help. But you haven't just blown them off. You've given them some kind of tool. So
Let her out, please.
is that Ariel?
I think the Vimeo link stay up though.
What's that?
I think the Vimeo link, like the one that I shared into the Unstoppable Tribe, I think that one stayed up.
I think they do. Some of them do. There's one that doesn't anymore. So I downloaded this one and uploaded it to my YouTube. So that way I have it. So, hi Ariel. Did you send me a friend request today? I thought your account was fake, so I blocked it because I was like, she's not friends with Tanea. And then I was like, well, maybe it was because it was a different profile picture. So I thought it wasn't you. So if you did send me a friend request, you can send me another one. I'll accept it. It's fine.
So
I'm pretty sure this is a fake account.
Yesterday, I think I
It's
did.
not. So, hey, so we're kind of doing a question and answer for a couple more minutes. Do you have any questions while we're on? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Oh, you're fine. So as far as like the cleanse, did I do the okay thing and save the fruit for dinner, or do I need to have that during snack time?
You're saving a shake for dinner time?
The fruit. I saved the fruit for dinner.
I think that's fine. As long as you're eating what you need to eat throughout the day, I think it's fine if you move something around like that. Should be fine.
Yeah, because usually, like, if you follow those things in the order it tells you to, it's more effective.
Yeah, but I think if you move
Yeah.
a food from like snack time up to dinner time, I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
What I did was I changed the fruit from the snack from the morning for my dinner, so I was actually having a little bit more filling. I have a really bad habit of having a snack during the night, and the shakes, even though they do help, they don't really take care of all of it.
Mhm.
Help fill that void.
So if you have cravings this evening, water and herbal tea is going to be your go-to. And then I even said like if you are like dying of hunger, like if you have celery or something, that's not going to hurt you. You could have some celery, especially if you're like, I'm going to eat my arm off. I'd rather you eat some celery. So,
Yeah. Celery's one of those things you can go to Pound Town on all the time, and it's really not going to affect you. It might make you poop a lot because of fiber.
I'm pretty sure you burn more calories eating a celery stick than you.
See, there you go. It's a win-win. Come on, let's go outside.
So I think watermelon's right in that same category with that. And back and forth, like there's days that I completely just like I'm not wanting to eat and I completely crave. And then there's days where I'm like starving and I could eat a whole and that's what I'm finding. trying to get regulated. And I think that'll ultimately help a lot with my weight loss and my physical.
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot you were even doing the shake cleanse, so I went and meal prepped. So then I'm like, I can't do it now because my food's gonna all go bad.
You're fine.
I might do it by myself next week.
Well,
I'll do it with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks.
I had my friend here, and then Jesse's birthday, and I got on the like having adult beverages and those stupid tortilla chips, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to do something.
Yeah, that was me last week, and I was like, adult beverages, I'm doing good, I can do this, and then I'm like, you can't do that many, and now we got consequences. So we're eating so clean the rest of this week.
I know
So
adult
clean.
beverages are pretty much the worst because we're like,
Aw, little human.
So, does anyone else have anything? Because I think I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early because I'm having a hard time talking.
No, I gotta go get the kids dinner.
Hi, guys. You guys are so cute.
So cute.
All right. Well, if no one else has any questions, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate your time. If you guys have any more questions about